Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Warsword Conquest Orc Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just fought a couple of Chaos Zealots. We've taken a look at the early stages of the Orc units, and we actually seem to do a pretty reasonable job. I mean, usually I'm pretty bad in early combat, but with our Orcish friend, Mad Cleaver, we were able to deal some pretty nice damage. Now, as you can see, we have some Black Orc bosses here. We have 69 of them. Yeah. And then we have some veteran Black Orcs because, let me tell you, Black Orc bosses, these guys, wow. Do you see that? We have 69 of them, and they actually have a weekly wage of 69 as well. That is amusing. I did not do anything to modify that. That is literally what they are. That is amazing. That is absolutely fantastic. So, otherwise, yes, let me tell you something. These guys, these veteran Black Orcs, take a huge amount of time to level up into Black Orc bosses. I am not kidding. They take huge amounts of experience. So yeah, that's kind of harsh. Now, you may be wondering, why aren't you leveling up these guys? Well, see, that's the thing. They actually become Spider Riders, and I'm not entirely sure whether they have ranged capability. So I just wanted to keep these as snipers. I actually did recruit a couple of Night Goblins, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then I found some Savage Orc mercenaries in a tavern, and I thought to myself, yes, let's take them. Why not? So hopefully they're going to do a pretty good job for us, but as you can see, he doesn't actually even have any armor, so he's probably going to die instantly. But before we do anything else, I think we should probably take a look at the orcs. Yes, there we are, there's the orcs. So, yes, these are the Savage Orcs. As you can see, I leveled them up to these Savage Orc Chiefs here. And what else do we have? Well, yeah, that's the thing. I didn't really want to go for the Araboys because I thought to myself, yes, we're probably going to just use Night Goblins instead. Now, these guys actually, I think, have better stats than the Night Goblin snipers. So that's kind of sad, I've got to say, because as you can see here, we have this. This is the guy. He has 188 archery proficiency. The Orcs have 190. So, yeah, the Orcs are a little bit better than that. And are these guys actually... Yeah, they are actually ranged... Well, they are actually ranged units, but yeah, still, anyway. We're just going to use the snipers for now. And yes, then of course I just got a random companion and decided, hey, you know what? Yes, this guy's going to be our medic and all of that sort of thing. So, that's cool. Now, I did actually do battle with Hold King Cazador Thunderhorn, and I won. Actually, very easily, in fact. I'm not entirely sure how that was possible, but yes, we kind of did a lot of damage to him at the time, and it was quite, yeah, it was, they did a lot of damage, because he had a couple of Demon Slayers and things. Well, Giant Slayers, Demon Slayers, either way, not entirely sure what, but as you can see, this particular siege that we are about to attempt has everything under the sun, which is not good. They have Iron Breakers, Giant Slayers, Demon Slayers, and basically everything that we don't want. So, we're going to head on in here and see what we can do. Now, we do have 10 engineering, and yeah, that's going to make everything a huge amount easier. I was hoping that they would actually rally outside, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh, here we go! The first look at a dwarf castle. That is actually pretty nice, I've got to say. I mean, look, it looks very, very dwarvish, doesn't it? Yes, I like that. Okay, so now this is the problem with these Black Orc bosses. Not attempted a siege before, but I can imagine that their two-handed weapons are going to be extremely difficult to work with, and I should have gone up the other ladder. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Well, anyway, the Demon Slayers are also going to be a huge problem for us because they are going to deal so much damage. I mean, look at this. Okay, we're actually in. Wow. We actually got inside? I can't believe it. I literally cannot believe it. Okay, yeah, let's kill that guy. There we go. Okay, so, oh yes, hello there, crossbowman. You seem to be preying upon our unshielded orcs. Wow, I am huge in comparison to these guys. Okay, well, that's nice, I suppose. That is actually rather nice, considering I do have an orc chopper. Don't I have an orc chopper? Yes, it's absolutely fantastic to see that. And, yep, there we are. Fantastic. Eliminated all of those. The tunnel fighters actually, I believe, used to be really good, but maybe they are not so much anymore. I do know that the engineers are actually a lot better than they used to be, so going to be looking forward to seeing those. Now, where are our goblins? Ah, here's one of them. Yes, Night Goblins, snipers. Let's actually see. Oh, yes. Yeah, come on. Oh my, wow, we actually killed him in one hit. Now, I was actually deciding on whether I should use chaos weapons, because obviously orcs, they have the stature to be able to use those things. Wow, I actually just killed a giant slayer. That was... okay, that was a lot easier than I anticipated, but I suppose they aren't wearing the heaviest of armor, so I suppose that is a good thing. But yes, look at our chopper. It's just absolutely filled, stained with the blood of our enemies. And we're actually killing iron breakers in one hit. Now, we do have a bonus against shields as well, so it's actually rather nice to actually see that for once, because usually the weapons I used lately have not had that particular attribute. So, yeah, it's kind of sad, but anyway, we can hopefully deal with this guy. Oh, no! Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Whoa, okay. Yeah, so do bear in mind I have about 75, 76 HP, and, well, suffice it to say, even then, the giant slayers are able to deal significant damage. So that is, that's pretty harsh, I guess. Now, we are going to be very, very careful here, because obviously our black orcs only have two-handed weapons. We are going to get destroyed by these dwarven thunderers. Hopefully not, though. Yeah, we are. Yeah. We are getting absolutely destroyed by them. That is kind of sad, I have to say, considering it takes a huge amount of time to level up any of those Black Orc bosses at all. Absolutely huge amount of time. Okay, well, come on. Yes, slaughter them. Slaughter them all. Yes, there we go. Okay, so that is very, very nice. And I think, yep, there's only one enemy remaining. Excellent. So, yes, look at that. Look at the environment. That's actually really, really well done, I feel. The environments have all never really been a disappointment, which I've got to say is actually quite, shall we say, impressive. Because usually there'll be one or two castles that you think to yourself, not really great. But basically everything seems to be top-notch. Well, anyway. So, yes, we lost 15 Black Orc bosses there. Which is really harsh. Which is really, really harsh in my opinion. Because they take a huge amount of time to level up, as I've said. So, wow, we actually get to take a Demon Slayer prisoner. That's okay, I guess. And we'll take a little bit of loot as well, even though, as you can see, I have, yes, a lot of gold. I do have a lot of gold. So, we have taken it. I want to have it for myself, of course. Yes, there we are. Okay, appoint a prominent citizen. Yes, that's fine. And what are we going to call it? Well, that's the thing. I guess I'm going to try and find something cool, right? Alright, so because we are being so incredibly loyal, shall we say, so staying so close to the lore and the accuracy of said lore, we're going to be calling our kingdom Alfred Pennyworth because, well, if you don't know, Alfred Pennyworth is a well-known orc in Gotham City, so don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. He is an absolute beast. Bear that in mind. He's beaten up many a bat, and he's beaten up many a robin, although beating up a robin is not actually that difficult. So, I suppose that's, well, yeah, there you go. Anyway, there we are. Excellent. That is the name of our kingdom, because, come on now, we have to be accurate to the lore, of course. Oh, yes. Okay, so, there we are. That is absolutely fine. So, we've created our own kingdom. Probably not the greatest idea, but now we have Hold King Zamnil Grundason of the Dwarven Kingdom, attempting to lay waste to Barakvar, which is, of course, our newly conquered fief here. Well, this is going to be amusing, because we're already almost back at full... Come on, Erd. Really? Erd? You know, I think you're missing a letter in your name, personally. Okay, well, we're going to wait here for some time, and apparently this guy is going to... Okay, he only has 16 units. Well, I'm still going to wait here for some time because I don't want to lose any more of our Black Orc bosses to random stuff. Okay, so yes, while I was waiting to restore our HP, we have been greeted by the right to carry a banner. And now, as an orc, I don't particularly care about banners, but I suppose considering a certain banner is green when he gets angry, we are also going to be choosing a banner ourselves because, I mean, why not? We have to have a banner on our side, don't we? Okay, so, yeah, I think one of these is going to be good. I think I like this one the most, so we're going to be going for that one. There we go. That seems like a pretty proper orc banner there, so I think that is fine. Now, as you can see, we have almost restored ourselves. Erd is doing a terrible job. I've got to say, all of the other companions that I've used in these mini-series have actually been better. So, shame on you. Shame on you, Erd. Yes, you are a terrible, terrible person. And now he feels sad, so I have to probably give him a cup of tea or something along those lines, because we are from the faction of Alfred Pennyworth. And on top of that, we are no longer Mad Cleaver. We had our name legally changed to Thaddeus Crane, because that is an orcish name, isn't it? I mean, really, that is a very, very orcish name, so we are perfectly happy with that. If you get the references, then, oh yes, then that is very, very good. Yes. Okay, so I think we actually have the opportunity. Yep, there we go. We are now all back at full HP to attack this guy. Oh, we actually did it before he gained reinforcements. That's good. That is very good indeed. So he only has 16, so this is going to be amusing. Now, I do have a war boar. Now, I'm not entirely sure what makes it a war boar, but, well, hopefully it's not going to bore us to death. But it is going to gore us to death. Okay, yes. The puns. The puns are alive with the sound of... Well, you can finish that for me. Thank you. Okay, so, yes, we do actually have a couple... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these guys just charge in. Because... No, I don't want everyone to follow me. No, I do not. And I don't want to go in here. Oh, no. I'm an orc. I make mistakes very easily indeed, in actual fact. Okay, so, yeah, just going to let those guys utterly charge in there because I don't particularly care about them that much. No offense, guys. But, yes. We're just going to try and take out as many of them as we can. Do bear in mind, I don't actually have skills. So, I don't have Ignore Pain, and I don't have Mighty Blow or anything like that. I probably should have got them before I decided to do that, but because it's an extra feature that I'm not used to, I'm just like, yes. Always forget it. Always forget it for some unknown reason. I think Dodge is actually a lot better than Ignore Pain, but that's just me, because Dodge actually makes it so that you can completely ignore damage. Oh, yeah, so isn't that amusing? Ignore Pain, ignore damage. Yeah, but anyway, Ignore Pain only basically works for a certain portion of the damage that you take. It doesn't completely negate the entire hit. So Dodge, in my opinion, is a lot better. So if you do want to play as a berserking two-handed monster of a character, then I'd highly recommend going for some lighter armor. Obviously, this is the armor that I'm using right now. Utterly amazing. And unfortunately, I couldn't find any gloves. I'm not entirely sure. Do the orcs not have gloves? Because they have boots. So I'm actually unsure how that was the case. But anyway, okay, so as you can see, I also have a Reinforced Huskarl's Round Shield. I found that in the Chaos Lands. No idea why they have a Huskarl's Round Shield, but, well, that's the thing. I didn't actually want to use a Chaos Shield because it's kind of large, and even though we are an orc, and we are reasonably large ourselves, the Chaos are, well, basically a little bit bigger, so I thought, yeah, let's just let them have that. And then, of course, I'm using an Orc War Chopper, because we got to do that. So, yeah, there we are. Okay, I'm not going to take that loot either, thank you very much. So, yes, we do actually have a Lord Dargon Alebelly. Okay, a regular Lord, not a Hold King this time around. Oh, where's he going? Where are you going? Come back here. Let me throw my tea in your face. Goodness me, really? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we did actually gain... How do I have one of these? Oh, we gained one of these from a previous fight, didn't we? Ah, my memory. Excellent, isn't it? Okay, so... Wow, there's actually a Skaven town called Killzone? I never even saw that. Okay, where is the one called Uncharted? Where's that? Huh? Where's the Uncharted town? Oh, yeah. There we go, the PlayStation jokes and references. Oh, well, whatever the case, let's move on, shall we? Let us attempt to find yet another dwarven vassal to do damage to. Hello. Okay, so there appears to be one of our comrades in arms, Warboss Durkle Eye Gouger. That's not lore-friendly at all, is it? No. Thaddeus Crane is much more lore-friendly, so we are going to head in and help him. Yes, rush to the aid of Warboss Durkle Eye Gouger. Yes, an excellent name, excellent name. Okay, so... yeah, I'm just going to charge. I'm just going to charge. We're orcs. We're orcs. We just charge in. We charge in with reckless abandon. We do not care for your folly and various arrows currently going to stream towards me. Wait a minute. They're dwarves, so they most likely have guns and crossbows, I suppose. so they won't have arrows as such. But still, I'm perfectly happy with them not shooting at me, thank you very much. Oh, they actually don't have too many of them. They do have a lot of hammerers. It would be a good idea if I was actually able to hit them, though. They don't actually have shields, which is hilariously enough. There we go. There's a little bit of damage there. Thaddeus Crane. Yes, let's do this. Come on, Thaddeus. Okay, now, oh, yes, they are very defensive units, aren't they? But, of course, dwarves are known for being extremely slow units, as we know from Blood Bowl. But, yes, they are extremely hardy as well, so it's kind of hard to take them out. And, oh, thank you very much, War Boss Durkle Eye Gouger. You're living up to your name, aren't you? You're being shown up by a fellow called Thaddeus. How does that make you feel? I mean, really, how does that make you feel? When you have such a fearsome name and you're beaten by a fellow that has the name of a butler, then you really, really should reevaluate your life goals, I suppose. And I think those life goals should actually lead you to joining a certain faction called Alfred Pennyworth. So, I'm going to speak to him after this, and I'm going to try and persuade him. As an orc, we don't really have the greatest persuasion, but if he doesn't join us, then I'm just going to bonk him over the head, and, well, that's probably not going to lead anywhere good, but anyway. Wait, does he have the same banner? No, he doesn't have the same banner as us. Almost the same banner, but yes, there we are. Okay, I think that's actually it. Yeah, we lost 3 of our own units, and our allies lost nothing, to death anyway, but I suppose that's not too bad. Okay, now, come on, I have a mount, so I'm able to catch these guys up now, thank you very much. And there we are. Excellent. Another victory for Thaddeus Crane. Oh, yes, okay. So he's going to be very polite, apparently. Yeah, yes, your help was most welcome, stranger. My name is Warboss Durkle Eye Gouger. Of course it is, as he takes a sip of tea from his flask, or something along those lines, yes. Can you imagine? Can you imagine fan fiction or something like... I have no idea. Can I learn yours? My name is Thaddeus Crane, because of course it is. Well met, Thaddeus. I am in your debt for what you just did. I hope one day I'll find a way to repay it. Yeah, well, just join my faction, thank you very much. That would be nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, yes, now, I'm going to attempt to speak to him. Yes, it was about time Lord Sundream fell to the might of our forces. News will spread fast, and many will fear our names. I'm sure they will definitely fear the name Thaddeus, I'm sure. Okay, so, yes, I wish to ask you something. Let's see. No, I don't wish to ask you that. Wait, do I? Yeah, there we are. I would prefer to conduct our affairs out in the open. Really? You're into that? Okay. Well, I'm particularly not, so thank you. I'm going to go away now. And, yes, we're going to just stay around Barak Var. But there it is, a little bit more of a look at the Orc faction. I think this will be the final episode of the mini-series, in particular, because we have a bunch of other races that we need to focus on as well. We have taken a small look at the siege mechanics against the Dwarves. We've seen the higher level and high-tier units of the Orcs themselves, as well as a little bit of a look at the enemy units in the form of the Dwarves. So with that, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.